OKFM 101.7.
Yewra Sammy Gyamfi, National Communication Officer. Edema NDC Amanyoku no. Ede Gyamfi ba papa eno no. Edaba. Me watch ya no pay. Na boko die.
Yankopon dia che. Na so e.
Me so mo boko pa. Na se ne malaria bi ebe cheche woni ade.
Awode o ko.
Awode o me mate. Bidasi. Ayi Assin North. Ekodi court abatro ho nsem kodi court no ma judgment say papa question jechi question on frɛ no MPB ewu we declare say blah 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 akwaba party no agina papa ya na mu afile appeal eno anso yese moko eye Assin North baby a ofire na enya asem ketwa enkomoyi yeni mepem baby a medie afuni
Kwa medas the kai mamenchia watifu nyina ne mpenyufo a oka homa wodi dwuma ma o my Ghana mo studio new production team chia obi ano pe kwa me zedi nyina enim no na wotwetwe mu na high court judge or Cape Coast High Court ono na odi sa Assin of election petition semi or de na temu efa asem ne ho betudwa na de obeka yi nyina ne se honorable Joe Question emra ofan krata se ojina as mrashe bedwani wa Assin of ewo 2020 abatu ni muno na oye Ghana ni esanso ye Canada ni internet say on Canada mai ewutaka na apam na no judge na dream no say itia Ghana article 94(2)(a) of Yembra Kumini 1992 constitution no enti nature say iteti mu nyina na say wo judge na dream no Yura Joe Question mra obefa nkrata se opese wujina as na shebedeni ma Assin North no na onye qualified to stand as an MP because no ye Canada ni sanso ye Ghana ni enunti wetwa Assin North parliamentary election na ye koto ya honorable Joe Question we ne be ye ma shebedeni no wetwem na wa she isi so se omonye nhyehyɛ ne yankoto aban foforo asemi betudwa no honorable Question na lawyer for ene NDC party mpanyifo yakasa bebre e de afa ho de yakan nyina ne sɛ saa decision a high court judge ne take no ɛyɛ ntanchia sebi usha Ghana mra no judge no esi ne ti ase because no kre wa seminimu no ene de mra ne ka no ene de judge na ka no bo bra pa enunti ye se ye je judgment ni tumu enye yi nti ye be challenge judgment no ye be kwa ko piso e wo court of appeal na mra kwan so no a judge for me nsa omo court of appeal na transfer no so biem e di asem no se ne be ya atentere ne no kre ene mra e be ye adwuma nti enura na brewe yi pomafiri kwamu a ye ko file appeal e wo Cape Coast Court ye hwe ni mu se mnyema be ko shosho kaka na court of appeal etimi e di asem no na o hwe ye grounds of appeal the ne high court judge ne nyadwen bibia e free se high court judge ne ye mfonso na no nti ye se court of appeal lensa so transfer ne so biemu enka meet me abono tofa nsembes and 9 and ye council the kan ye say high court judge no na oni to me say asem no kra no odi na wobua isanse wo Ghana yemra kunyi 1992 constitution ni mu no specifically article 131 and 2 of the 1992 constitution no asem bia ebe court na fa constitution emu nkyirikyiri mu hu no ɛwɔ sɛ saa court ketewa no ɔtwentwɛn asɛm no so ɔde taaboɔ to asɛm no so na ɔde saa constitution mu nkyirikyiri mu no ɛkɔdan Supreme Court court kɛseɛ no na Supreme Court yɛ saa nkyirikyiri mu no because constitution ne say Supreme Court pɛ na ebetumi akyerɛkyerɛ constitution mu Supreme Court pɛ na ebetumi enforce constitution. So enforcement and interpretation of the constitution no the exclusive job of the Supreme Court. Who be any same way. Asemo ekoda judge na nim so no. Ni nyina fa article 94(2)(a) of the constitution. MPP for kyerɛ sɛ Yewuraja Chikwesi or ye Canada ni san so ye Ghana ni die and or dual allegiance. Constitution also say you cannot be an MP if you owe allegiance to a country other than Ghana. If you only your mindful for will track and until on your qualify. NDC for say there be citizenship ni allegiance ni pet. Na allegiance to Canada no krano uchemu and sana oba bijina asimrashe bidweni. So same way, the only way I will be to me and this will be Article 94(2)(a) of the Constitution. Now we change the move you cry with this issue will only be to enforce that article. So whether interpretation or enforcement, now High Court to be said to me, because ye mran say a Supreme Court adjuma no, any High Court adjuma. Into you say in law no. The court to be in jurisdiction. I say we need to me. I say nipa that say ni moja woni mu no. Onim kwampo. Na say decision no take here no. Eni nyina so wo mremu a. Ye hwese court of appeal e be boaku. Eno na di kan. If is akwa me what you say. The person you know. So ne say asem we call court no. Efa honorable Kwesi MPP for say Mra oba bigina asimrashe bedwani no ye Canada. Inti say no ye Canada citizen there. And you know who allegiance to Canada. Almost say or renounce on the Canadian citizenship. In your certificate 26 November. Nomination period also end day 9th October. Inti say at the time of nomination still not who allegiance to Canada. And you say would there be what Canada mremuno. So will be fast form. Now fail it. I de koma Canada mine. So men person many mu benye twaka bia biemu. Even before say you be man renunciation certificate of a citizenship no. Na allegiance ye twaka da on your mind mu no. We chebutin tuntai even before the certificate will come. Because allegiance there. Who here certificate of renunciation of citizenship. And son our renounce our allegiance. Empo obi tumi ya Ghana ni. Na onye US citizen o, ebi a green card keka emano residential permit e US. And so timi swear allegiance to US. Eye adwuma e US. But now onye citizen of US or just green card. For me wo di woni mabruchira sabun mi tade ni ken yampa. So we ya Ghana ni. Now we just green card e US. You are not a citizen. Green card no man we are resident. It me year juma with US. And so because I work green card, which means allegiance to US. Oko Canada, and son I will be a lawyer or Canada. You don't have to be a citizen. You have to swear allegiance to the Queen of Canada. So that's it. And son I will be a soldier UK. In years I will be a citizen of Britain. Ubet me a Ghana ni once I want krata say utimi tna UK no. You can be a soldier in the British Army. The Indians say, we are a member of a Commonwealth country. And if you are going to be a soldier in the British Army, you swear allegiance. So now when you're a citizen. So this confusion between citizenship and allegiance, now omu claim being said, Wakana Dambremuno. I just will be Saka. Kata express we try citizenship. And Sunday to Miaka say we try that on Canada and Temuno. We can allegiance because renunciation of citizenship is not the same as renunciation of allegiance. And unti issue of Canadian law no. court no ma ye di asem no na ye fra dansefo a o makwadare wo Canada mbremu mo be di adanse the lawyer for no expert witnesses because section 1-2 of the Evidence Act of Ghana say foreign law emra efa obi man so mra ho no a question of factor can only be determined at the trial stage by expert evidence. As I go Cape Coast Court isu die. MPP for kobo munkura yeso ye de anu yie bae no. Judge na ma ye ni asem nimpo. Yan Fred Ansini amo adansefo amame di adanse amo munkuru. No witness statement was filed. No cross-examination, nothing. We hear the petition, I hear a response now, say, Mabu Assin. I'm running so mal, Quensa. I hear that I would think of a day I trained Wikipedia. Now, would the Anubej also be determined foreign law? Abragana must say, Maho Quine Niasem, na someone called trial. Now, young fair expert witness in free Canada, Wakwadare was and someone came. No match ready, Yanokre. Ain't your second ground of appeal, me say, judge, you know, they didn't have the power to determine the law of Canada. Abraham Mahokwan said, Yenia Semino, Nian Fred Dance, near Wakwadare or Canada, Emramedia Dance. And on a second ground of appeal. The also me example,
Okay,
so we share Emra, a Bob Ghana, Yabatu, who bra. Samra Mubako, a PNDC law 284, the representation of the people's law. Now, Samrano, actually, a Nyama High Court to be Jina so dear Chabem. Now, one of the issues that High Court be Jina so dear parliamentary election, when they say, candidate be Jina as our parliamentary election. Now, at the time of Abatuono, the election, not only qualified that, a man say High Court beat me. And no, yes, section 121D of PNDC Law 284. So the candidate must be qualified at the time of election. So when you're qualified, yeah, any High Court to travel. What ye justice here would you send you a High Court issue? Also, we travel not because Honorable Kwesi, no, you're qualified at the time of election. Also, at the time of the election, they're not qualified. No, but at the time of nomination, no, you're qualified. But Marana say, if he was not qualified at the time of the election, not nomination. And you know, let us a judge in the crown. To me, a man to me, so to be election would wear this. Because this work will be who say once I saw no one two who say Honorable Kwesi was qualified at the time of the election. We need to be as we traveling. And your nomination and I'm running or say at the time of the election. Now reasons grounds and the doors so they may be trapped winning. Coming to me training them within this limited time. They may be trapped to a year party and the person chilling no be at the entire say decision of the High Court which Assin of election, we say a intention, a decision born and say. Simple, yet to say, and son of Gina as Marashi Jenny. I was qualified at the time of nomination. They said the High Court judge in the Kayum Pua. Bruni say, assuming without admitting that is even the case. The behavior dance yes say. Now, Honorable Kwesi, you qualified to contest as a son of MP at the time of the nomination period. And man, say it should be at the time of the elections, medical actually. Judge, and they say it should be at the time of nomination based on the case, the Zaneto case, which doesn't even apply to this case. But what the young to said, the judge, they can impose a yampa. Honorable Kwesi had to meet the eligibility criteria at the time of nomination. Nomination period, any day. Judge, and they say nomination period, no. Easy for Becca, so be to me confer form, so be Gina as MP. Kusi mra, I was submitted form, no. So, 2020 EC4 can say wow person we MP no pick a form 5th October. Now submit no 9th October. So to the judge, the nomination period was 5th to 9th October. It is an honorable question, certificate of renunciation of the Canadian citizenship about 26 November there, and they are not qualified at the time of the nomination. Clearly, the judge got it wrong because nomination period and yet the period between when I will be filed for any period now or submitting, that is not it. In the Supreme Court case of S-Party Electoral Commission, Dr. Papa Kwesi Indium as interested party, Supreme Court actually say nomination period extended beyond a candidate be submitting the form. Include a mera was submitting a form na wie no. Easy for the be hwehwe form ni mu. Na some fonso bi wo form ni mu a o ma disqualify o. And now mama wakwenya say brana be correct and amend. The petition be so for nomination ni ho a emra easy for the be hwehwe petition ni mu de bua fa afem no. Di nyina aka nomination period no. Obekaya 2016. Yema Meshaloto said disqualify certain presidential candidates. Udike Apalu, not Dr. Papa Kwesi Indium Kahom. And Dr. Papa Kwesi Indium, the Assembly Court. And some Renan, the lawyer Yukwi Utu, MPP, ni lawyer Gary Nimako. No more saying in says, Empo easy for whom from Swobi or nomination form no more submitted in the SWA. Now, easy any question or disqualify or more, about one more when you be answer or more corrective from SWA or form the SWA. And I easy for so can say a nomination period 9 what submitted form we. And to say you from SWA because the nomination period now ended. Yet me my queen for Flubia because what submitted form we. Supreme Court this assembly Supreme Court can say that the nomination period no end there. Even those who must submit your form, time of submission of form not ending. That is not the end of the nomination period. And not your nomination days. And the nomination days is different from the nomination period. The nomination days, they say, take a form 5th October, submit on the 9th October. But the nomination period includes a easy for the very form anymore. It is easy for whom fools will be. I wasn't common park with Indian coin, now over correct. Supreme Court has no. And so in this Assin of case, judge in the nomination days 5th to 9th is the period. But here be someone say. Emra honorable question be submitted in nomination form. And I'm not here be almost fear from concerned citizens of Assin MPP4. Almost the petition be easy for say. Honorable Joke is you're qualified because ne or that's why citizen of Canada, it's Kakada or ne Canada mail. And easy for the Assembly Bank, Jimense Nim, Dr. Sribuku na ne dano. Tia Bejukuti and rest assembly. And I'm not saying so. Omudia said no much honorable question. What's the one you Canada BB1? Kofa or certificate, which a palm where that one Canada man would wait him Kofabra. Some no. Na honorable question, certificate of renunciation in Sakano 26 November. Dada. So while that nomination processes were going on, that is Sakano certificate and of submitted. And I see for we dear. Fili Gaduchi, ye who say certificate me. Enti ohu kroje ya clear o kona kujina. Is the MPP for say, sa nyema na ye in connection with honorable question nomination form ni nyina no, enka nomination period no. Na nomination period ni 5th to 9th. Afsem we what be that. Sedi, nkwasi ebu eye o. Wame. Obi abre akojina election. December 2019 and I apply to Canada for say ultra citizenship. Emrana wo Canada na say was within 6 to 9 months to wenya the certificate. By a rebond coronavirus for far 2 months lockdown back Canada a delay for 11 months and an saka ne krata in November ne saka ne krata na nomination ni enwie because ni egusu di hu asem ye di hu petition. So he got his certificate of renunciation in the course of the nomination process. to about no kita the nomination certificate. Ye also I be mrase be no kita. Okita the renunciation certificate. Or ye ba also to become MP no kita the renunciation certificate. What be the MP area? Was the 5th October now they go far from the re buy. Now certificate name by now me boy me ko boy su. Na masubo certificate maya. Na chere say no ntino me mo su. Certificate there ya dance ye keke. Work out as well as my boss. But the first time my boss need it is there. So okay, no matter what kind portion of renunciation certificate say I also said the renunciation takes effect after the data you issue certificate. But that only applies to citizenship, not allegiance, because allegiance is there. Kwame, you don't need a certificate to renounce your allegiance. Say who you gonna need. Now, for support to Burkina, for say omume to Ghana, for so far. That thing alone means say you have renounced your allegiance to Ghana, because you have declared war on Ghana. Even though say we are Ghanaian, that act, treasonable act, is considered as renunciation of allegiance. You don't need a certificate to say we are renouncing allegiance to a country. It is okay. Apply as far back as December 2019, 7% Wako swear oath of allegiance. 7% in Canada might be Nyakadia. Most a now form of Maya by 9th October. Now another form the certificate by 9th October. By 26th November and the second certificate. Now nomination would you money. So say if he was supposed to be qualified at the time of nomination period in per the right definition of nomination period provided by the Supreme Court in the Pakwesi Indian case, he was qualified at the time of nomination period. And I think the way of common sense, it was be our kind of Kulibiano, which is better someone making us. Now, when that channel, share, crocodile the John, and writing to Machinchimo, even when we sought to file a simple application, our High Court say, High Court, as someone would need to me. And if you pay some of us, some of the Supreme Court, even registrar was by 8 a.m. Now, am I a crime me filing process? Wapaya Wama, your to registry to filing room just to frustrate us from filing the process. Why is it that judicial officers in our courts are allowing themselves to be used by politicians? I think I say by fair or foul means. MPP for my dimchu by over 3,000 votes. What a change in action. What person would you free NDC for himself? In Titra Femna Mukoya and I was always Wagono, and one of us with the Quasan of Anna. And yes, so there are some court of appeal. Other legal processes, I was here file Libya, a lawyer for you, you file. Okay. They said you're kind of Quasan of. I said, no, was your mother. Say, yes, say, you be mamra ye, Jumanat and train ya ye, Juma. Into young court of appeal. No. Name of the court of appeal now, ye yimpu. Now I'm writing to Machinchima and I be binti. I was here for 2 banner for food bimpa. Almost by you, almost dog, honorable Christian. No, my name you know the hawk and almost 2 back at the man. Almost once with the wood group. Run by MP, Busu means you would do my pa. Or was a Pluto Nadana Comaso. And until a wet jay. Now, what time I work Canada now? I have citizens since 1983. What Jat was or Banwa the Somne Mine. They said the Moses, Ayema, Israel for Mrano, Egypt. And you're not there. Oma who saw the MP for within 6 months. Street lights are there, but we didn't see the Duchem 1,200 on one bottom sick or the 1,000. Or just when you monument people no DC. And you must say, a mother do a man, because a man or Robu Quasi Yan in 2020 Abatum. Let also show man Pinu Fuadumba. Let also change your Mahamamba. Almost what that Swamanabro so cram and people go say. Send the idea one who dear, yet you come deno. Ombe who say, O my friend Mataboka. So we are ready for any eventuality. Now, we will explore all the legal remedies available to us, and we will explore all the political remedies available to us. Now, Emma will be an agenda. Say, I'm moving to me inside the CTF because so now let's see. Now, send off for those who need the nomination. Hey, lawyer Gary Maguma for testing you. Hey,
lawyer Gary ma test me say me kan je say hey they didn't near by election. That's all.
Now why is through by election? Can't a lawyer Gary Mako say me see you through by election.
Okay.
But Emran ye di adwuma. Okay. And decision I make one say lawyer him say he was a lawyer in the case and they make any ampa. So clearly the judge got the definition of nomination period wrong. Lawyer Nimako is one of the objective people I respect in MPP and they make one when he say ampa. But I'm trying to say, no, I'm running so, but same point was here by election. Now 2020, Sika Bibriba, more chair, free water, free electricity, Nininamu Lusuya by over 3,000 rules. We are free. We are not afraid. We will go. The people of Assin of Siomupas will be. Ye, he understands about what the Bayas will be. Now, we are not scared. But we've not gotten to that stage yet. The only way we can get to that stage is after we have explored all the legal remedies. We are a law-abiding citizen. We will go. But we are optimistic, say, Court of Appeal, the three wise men, or the who's in some mudo. No matter the not true. Now, Matter said, and the dear no pay Wakano will feed you there. Or more with intention said they will go and cite the Honorable Member of Parliament for contempt. Because Emra Oko in the constituency, no. Okoka said he is still MP of Assin. Kwame Ampazano Kai.
Sanokai, I.
And yet,
lawyer. What about the court? No, Okoye no hold himself upset.
Lawyer Numaku Tiamia, 8 year or Yemi senior. And a big class, Yemi senior. On to the first, William said, I was all revising the law news, Kaka. You read it or revise it.
Marty.
A basic, oh, let me know to was a basic. High Court. A take decision. Decision not take effect only after 7 days. There is an automatic stay of execution of a decision by a high court within 7 days.
Oh, okay.
So within 7 days immediately after the decision is taken, the decision in Yajuma. Decision in Yajuma only after 7 days.
Oh, okay.
Nana be me shows only. Ebi a politics nintino. Ebi ani refia. Ode na propaganda no person yekeka we dey Mr. No lawyer. He knows the truth. We have propaganda no. So within 7 days, the judgment is not even in effect. It is not even in force.
Okay.
The better workers will be violated judgment. Enyantiki effect. In any case, Papa Nanka say me mudi court akano. Also court akawe. But many courts on Yadri, Madri Muno. I am still the validly elected MP. Okasa is just stating his opinion. The most important thing is after 7 days, judgment needed to take effect. Judgment. Unless maybe by that time, near file stay of execution. A file stay of execution, they are looking at the circumstances and the nature of this case. He will continue to be MP. Compared to the Court of Appeal, it did the assembly. And in another be only propaganda, and I society will be for contempt. Abra judgment now woka ho asem say MP na busu no kwa no enya meye mbara enya meye adwuma e be di 7 days ansa ade so decision na ye na no ya woda enya ni 7 days inti na bi propaganda ho ye nyina eni hwe
medase brasa me
mini ameso medase bra
medase bra Sammy Gyamfi National Communications Officer ma NDC amanyuku no na ya
okayfm 101.7